Alright guys, so I'm coming to you with a different type of video. Very sensitive topic, and this might be long, so I hope y'all are ready to listen. I get asked this question a lot in life, and I know I got asked about it a lot on my other channel. Kind of got into it on my other channel, and I always deleted the videos because I was always like afraid that my family might see it and then I get in trouble and it causes more family drama. Well, at this point, I don't care anymore. I don't care because they never cared for me. They never respected me. And the reality is, I'm tired of being quiet. I'm tired of keeping my mouth shut. I'm tired of respecting somebody who doesn't respect me. So, let me make a couple disclaimers. This is not me complaining. At the end of the day, I'm grateful. As sad as it is to say, I'm so grateful because all the things that I went through would not make it possible for me to be the person I am today. And you know what? Shit happens, life happens, and at this point there's no point in moping over it no more, or like being all into it and letting it continue to impact my life for so long. I just let it control my life, all my problems and everything. Well, the main reason I make this video is because a while ago, sadly, I made the choice of kicking my family out of my life. And what I mean by that is they've become acquaintances, but the problem with that is that since I was little, they've always been acquaintances, and for so long I always try to make it seem or try to be a real family with them, but they would never let it happen. I am not going to put out personal names. I'm just going to say like brother A, brother B. Later on I might have the balls to actually say it, but I don't want anybody attacking anyone or for y'all to look them up, whatever. If y'all find them, y'all find them, but I don't want drama. I'm only doing this to vent, so anyone besides my husband and close family friends also see that I'm not crazy. Another is that this is my life. I'm an adult. I'm 20 years old, about to be 21. Nobody can tell me what to do with it. I do what makes me happy, and only I know what's best for me. I don't need advice. I don't need suggestions. I mean, if y'all want to express your opinions, that is all you. But I'm just tired of being quiet. I'm tired of being in the dark about everything, and my family seeming like it's a normal thing when in reality it's not. It took me years to figure out this is not what normal families do or how they act. And it's been a struggle because how I interacted with my family and how our relationships were affected relationships outside of my family, and I kind of ruined a lot of them. Not because it was necessarily my fault, but because I didn't know any better. So I hope y'all enjoy this. I have my list. I always like plan out my videos, so I'm gonna try to go over some very key points. So the main things why I no longer consider my family a real family, or why I just disassociated with them, was, and I'm sorry if I'm looking down a lot, it's because I'm looking at everything I wrote out. I was very thorough because I didn't want to make this too long. Anyways, they're very manipulative. They're liars, they're spiteful, they're revengeful, they're two-faced, they're the fakest people, they're con artists, they're critics, like they criticize every and any little thing, even the things you didn't even know needed to be criticized. They're unsympathetic, they're unempathetic, they're competitive, they're negative, they're nothing but the biggest hypocrites. They're hateful, they're racist, and they're stereotypical. I'll go into details about that. Now, a lot of you might be thinking, hey, aren't all families like that? To an extent, yes, all families are like that, but not like mine. They are the core definition of what those words are. Not, oh, they're kind of manipulative every now and again. No, they act like this. All that I say to them, they act like that every day of their lives. And for those who don't know, I have 10 brothers and 1 sister. You can see how you can get tired of that shit for 20 years. The main things that just absolutely outright, it's not even anger anymore, just frustrate me, is the fact that they lie all the time and about everything. They're the most negative people I've ever met, and they're the biggest hypocrites. For a very young age, like I said, I did not know any better. Like, literally the way we treated each other, I thought was normal. From a very young age, I noticed that, you know, my brothers would pick on me, and I thought that was normal. I saw it on TV. You know, as your little kid, you believe a lot that's on TV, and you would talk to your friends and be like, oh, you got bullied too. Yeah, well, I should have gone into detail about how I was getting bullied, because it wasn't just one sibling picking on me, and it's usually my older sister. But it's how they picked on me, how constantly they picked on me, and who all picked on me. It was literally my entire family against me. Now, I'm not saying that I'm the black sheep, because that's like, it's weird. I'm a type of black sheep in my family, but I'm not the black sheep, because we all don't get along. From a very young age, they would always bully me. Now, when I say that, I mean, like, they wouldn't just call me names. They would get physical. They would be very intricate about how they did things, very diabolical and stuff. Every day I would hear things like, oh, you're ugly and you're never gonna be pretty, you're never gonna get a boy like that, why can't you just be normal, why can't you just be like every other girl, why can't you be like your sister, why can't you be like your brother, why aren't you that smart, why couldn't you be smarter, why couldn't you just not be born, we hate you. Like, some of the most hateful things you shouldn't tell a sibling. And yes, like I said, there's a lot of families that talk to each other like that, but they said it because they meant it. They would be like, oh my god, just fucking kill yourself already, like, nobody fucking likes you, like, shit like that. Like, why do you tell, who's gonna tell a 5-year-old that? Why would you say that, first of all? Now, another thing is, they pinned each other against each other. And when I say that, when I say like each other, that also includes me, so just another disclaimer. My parents pinned my siblings, mainly my mom, pinned my siblings against each other. She loved drama. She loved instigating everything. She loved fights, especially. And at the end of the day, she just, like I said, she just liked being the instigator. That's all she lived for. They plotted crazy plans. What I mean by that is they would do things to purposely get us in trouble, because my parents were very like strict Catholics and strict Hispanics in general, that there's a lot of things you couldn't do, and my brothers would like purposely try to like sell you out, just to sell you out, not because they were getting anything out of it, just to sell you out. We all talk crap about each other. I'm gonna say we because I have been guilty of it in the past, but currently I don't do it because there's no point anymore. I'm over it. They always had and continue to have a fake facade. They would act one way around me, act another way in front of my parents, and then act another way in front of the other siblings, and then in public. And it's like, how, you know, whatever. They purposely, like I said, sabotaged each other. They picked on everyone. They had no mercy. They didn't care if you were their friend. Like, everybody thinks we're joking around when we roast you. It's not roasting, we're actually talking shit to your face, but you think it's a joke, you know what I mean? They would pick at your every flaw for years, non-stop. So let's say, like right now, I complain about my bushy eyebrows all the time. So they would be like, oh my god, you look so hideous, like, when are you gonna do your eyebrows? Oh my god, you have hairy legs. I keep like giving them this voice like they're like dramatic white girls. No, they would, it's just how annoying it was to me. They'd be like, shave your legs, like, girls supposed to do that, like, God forbid it get a tiny bit prickly and it's end of the world to them. Or they'll be like, you need to be wearing dresses every day because that's just what girls do. They would constantly put down one another by saying like, dude, you got a nasty ass haircut, like, you look ugly, you're never gonna get nobody. Like, they would say some of the cruelest things, and like I was saying, this isn't regular family bullying. This is like them being serious. They constantly criticize each other. Like I said, they'll be like, damn, you suck at soccer, you suck at video games. Like, video games in my family was our biggest thing, because I mean, that's all we were really allowed to do without having to ask our parents' permission, and our parents wouldn't really complain about. They think down of others. They think they're better than everybody. They're those type of people who are like, do as I say, not as I do. Like, I hate people like that. That's the biggest fucking hypocrisy ever. They hated certain people. Like, I'm not gonna say which like ethnicities, but I'm just gonna say they hated certain people and they talk major crap. They wouldn't be around you in the same room, in the same building. They just stared at you. They would be like messed up about it. It's one way at home, and everywhere else they were completely different people. And I've seen that straight up. Like, I'm friends with some of my brother's friends, and when I would ask, hey, how do they act, just out of curiosity, or when I ask them like, hey, what do you think of my brother, they're like, oh, he's cool, he's nice, he's sweet. I'm like, really? Because at home all he does is like bitch me out, he criticizes me, he puts me down. Like, he's not the person you think he is. Like, he has anger issues. Like, I can't believe some of the things that their friends think they are, these like nice, genuine people, when in reality they're the fakest people ever. They won't let you live anything down. And when I mean that, like, God forbid that you snuck out when you were 12, they'll hold that against you and be like, especially if you have kids, they'll be like, dang, you're sneaky just like your mama was that one time she snuck out. Like, why do you need to bring that up? That's in my past. You don't even need to be saying that to my kid. Like, and then they start on a whole rant. As soon as somebody says one embarrassing thing or bad thing about you, they all collectively join in and start like talking shit about you, literally right in front of your face, pretty much saying, damn, you are so dumb, it's not like that's changed. Like, what the hell? Like, how are you gonna throw shade right there? There's always pros and cons to a situation. I guess the one pro is, if we were gonna be shady, at least we did it in front of each other. We didn't do it behind each other's backs. Like, yeah, we did it, but a majority of what went down happened in your face. Never, ever have told me sorry or thank you. I've done so much for my family, whether money, favors, rides, take care of their kids, raise their kids practically. That's what makes me mad. Watch over their kids, babysit for free, everything you can think of. Never once did I get, hey, thank you. All the messed up things that they've done to me, never once have I heard, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for misjudging you, I'm sorry for criticizing you, I'm sorry for being negative, not supporting you. Anything in life that they've ever done to me, still have yet to hear a damn sorry or thank you. And a lot of messed up things. They use people. They love playing games. They love using people to get anywhere in life or to get whatever the fuck they want. They use people and they don't give a crap about their feelings. They really don't. They steal from they hold on to grudges for years. So let's say I did something when I was 5, and you know, you're not the same person from when you're 5 as you're an adult. They'll be like, remember that one time that you stole my chips without my permission when I was in school? Well, I'm not letting you borrow $40 because of it. Like, dude, really? How immature is that? They forget where they came from. They act like they were never kids once. They act like they never did teenage things or bad things in their lives. Like, literally, I've confronted several of my brothers, like, I'm like, how are you gonna sit there and act like you've never cussed in your life? Like, well, I haven't. I'm like, I'm about to have a fucking brain aneurysm because it's such bullshit. They're like, I've never snuck out before. I've never drank beer before the legal age. I've never smoked cigarettes before the legal age. Like, remember the time I caught you? Like, everybody knows you did. Like, why are you gonna lie? They want to throw the Bible at you. They don't care about and never have about my happiness. Never once do I get I barely get text. Like, maybe twice a week saying hi. Never do I get, how are you? Never do I get, hey, what you been up to? What are y'all doing? Let's hang out. Or, no, one of them does. Maybe my sister and one of my brothers. But other than that, my parents have pretty much banned me from seeing my little brothers just because my mom hates me and my husband, and she has no right to because she's the fakest person ever. Family has spread so many lies about me to people, try to make me to seem like a bad kid growing up, a bad teenager and like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, I can't make life decisions in life. Like, every time I tell them, oh, hey guys, I'm going back to school, or I'm making YouTube a thing, all they do is laugh on my face, tell me to get a real career, tell me to get a real job, to stop wasting my time, to get my shit together. Like, can I get oh, that's cool, or maybe like, be supportive? Why do you have to be so negative? Why do you have to talk shit? Like, it makes me happy. And you want to know what's even funnier? One of my brothers started doing like Twitch/YouTube live streaming of gaming, and he straight up said that shit was a waste of time. He said that shit's stupid. Really? Really? You're gonna tell me that because it's not you doing it? Like, I don't understand what gave my family members the idea that they're better than me just because they're older or they got things. Like, I'm not a materialistic person, and they want to sit there and brag because they have a house. I'm only 20, and yeah, I've gotten a house at 18. I didn't want that responsibility. I'm not a materialistic person. I've had cars, and they want to, like, they just do things to show off and try to be better than the next sibling. Like, oh yeah, like, I got a new BMW. Like, who cares? You got a car. Like, a car's a car. It's gonna get you places. I personally don't care if you have a Lamborghini. Like, cool for you if you want to be in debt, but I ain't like that. I got 2 kids. Like, I have responsibilities. The only good thing that came about it is I realized how to fish out fake people in life, and to never ever allow myself to let people like that in my life, because my family has done so many messed up things. And maybe, like I said, I'm just generalizing this things for y'all guys in this video. I hope y'all can relate. They want to, like, never once have they just said, hey, congratulations for having your kid. They didn't visit me when my first son was born, except like 2 siblings. The second time when my daughter was born, I just banned all of them from coming except one of my brothers. I purposely stay away from them for the fact that I'm tired of hearing how I'm not good enough. I'm tired of hearing how I'm not on their level, how I'm making bad decisions in life, how I should do this instead of that. Like, part of life is learning. How are you gonna learn in life if you just listen to someone who all they care about is the materialistic things in life and how to get you to have nice things? I don't care about nice things. I care about the memories that I share with my children and raising them into decent human beings. And it irks me that they're hypocrites because they sit there and, like, tell me, oh yeah, you should spend time with your children, you should do this and that, it's good for their mental health, but they neglect their children at home. They don't discipline their kids. They force their kids to be homebodies. Like, how you shut down their creativity, you neglect them. How can you sit here and tell me how to raise my kids if your kids are over there suffering, first of all, and you're neglecting them? Like, it irks me so bad. And I hope a lot of y'all can relate. And like I said, maybe y'all are just gonna comment like, oh, every family's like that. I have not gone into detail. That's just literally and this is like 11 of my siblings. So my parents had 12 kids. 11 of my siblings. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. 11. They even put down my freaking husband. Like, who are you to tell my husband that he needs to get his shit together? If he wants to take his time figuring out who the fuck he wants to be in life and what he wants to do, let him be happy doing it. At least then he can say, I went through trial and error just to figure out this is what I wanted, instead of being forced to do something he hates. Life is too short to just be settling enough to survive. You should be thriving. You should be happy. And maybe it's going to take 10 years to do that. Who knows? I can't tell the future. But you always need supportive family and friends. And if you have too much negativity, it's time to cut them off. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy at all. Trust me. I still see them, but I don't get personal with them. Like I said, they become acquaintances. I mean, they've always been, but they become acquaintances to the point where I don't tell them about my personal life. They ask, and I just give them like a bullshit answer. Like, they're like, oh, so do you work? I'm like, and move on to the next subject. Because if you never cared in the past, what's going to make you care now? Because every time I have tried to get personal with them, they criticize me and say to stop dreaming and to be realistic. I'm like, I am being realistic, and I want to be happy and not miserable like y'all are. Because that's the reality. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, favorite, share, subscribe, and watch my other videos, which are vlogs. If y'all want to see more videos like this, please let me know.